What is going on in the Loop fans? It is Drew here, and I just got a new Passholder survey from Six Flags. If you can't judge by that concept art, they are looking for a hotel. Six Flags is looking at branding a hotel, and let's check out this survey now. So first up, they wanted to know what park I visited frequently enough, and that was Six Flags over Georgia. Being that I live in Orlando, I don't get to Six Flags all the time, but that is the one I visit the most because it's close by. Now, other boring stuff like how old am I, what's my gender, there you go, there's that answer. Holland Blitz was born, so now I have an infant living in my household, so I checked for that one. And we're moving on. Alright, what best describes me? I'm a member, I have one of those membership passes. And I usually plan the vacations because they usually get based off of what theme parks and rides are opening. A couple other boring things here, like which city do I live closest to, which out of all of these, there's Six Flags cities, and I live closest to Atlanta. Then it asked me how far away I live. Orlando is like 400 miles from Atlanta, so 200 plus. But it sort of skews this next part of the survey because it wants to know how often I go on vacation there. I've stayed in hotels quite a lot because I've traveled to a bunch of different parks. Usually staying in a hotel, occasionally an Airbnb or something like that, but usually a hotel. When we stay at a hotel, it really depends on the price and all that kind of stuff, like pretty much everybody else, but moderate hotels seem to be the correct answer there, because I like that free breakfast. Why do I book a hotel? I mean, I book a hotel for the same reason everybody else books a hotel. They want a place to stay. But usually I'm looking for reviews close to where I want to go and a place that's not crappy or not overpriced. So it's like a nice price to ratio of niceness. That's what I am looking for. I didn't quite have something that fit that question, so I selected that guy right there. But we are moving on. Next up, which of these following cities have I visited? Also all Six Flags cities. The past couple of years I've been to LA, and I went to Six Flags New England, that general vicinity. I really went to Boston and Rhode Island, but Six Flags was in the area, but I selected Springfield because, hey, why not? It's close enough. Most recent visit, how many nights did I stay? I don't really remember, so I picked a random number here. I really stayed in Rhode Island, but for the survey it worked out. I went with family. It was my wife. I did a lot of fun things here, but we were really going to see a sporting event. We went to go see the Red Sox play, and we went to see family. Obviously we went to a theme park. That's typically what we do on a vacation, go ride some rides somewhere. What did I enjoy about doing? We obviously went there to go see Six Flags, and then they had a bunch of questions that were like, oh, how did you get there? Obviously I flew. I didn't quite have an answer to this next question because I didn't really rent a car, but I didn't use my own car. I used my parents' cars, but this seemed like the best option for that choice. And what did I do there? I stayed at my parents' house because they live in Rhode Island, so family or friends. Moving on here, where did I stay during Springfield? Other region, within 30 miles of Springfield. Really, it was not. It was like an hour and a half away, but to each his own. I really just wanted to see where this survey was going. Why did I stay in that area? Because that is where it was located. Oh, look at this. All these other different attractions from New Jersey down to Rhode Island, or up to Rhode Island, and all the way to Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Went to Roger Williams Park Zoo in Providence because yay, Rhode Island. Fantastic stuff there. Scrolled around and I think I look at Six Flags New England. Obviously on this trip I didn't do all of these things. I've been to a lot of them, but not on this trip that I am sort of fictitiously talking about in the Six Flags survey. And did I know Six Flags existed? Yes. So basically we just got a bunch of yes questions about Six Flags. I know about it. Did I do some research? Did I want to go there? Yes, 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 yes. All of these Six Flags questions. Next couple of them. And here's where the video got interesting. Here's a hotel idea they have for Six Flags New England in Springfield. You got some animals and a fountain outside, some nice modern interior. That looks pretty cool with the hotel room sort of beachy theme. That looks sweet. So lots of good prettiness coming from Six Flags there. Am I interested in staying there? Yes. Would I stay there when I'm visiting Six Flags New England? Yes, highly likely. And then we got other questions here. $49.99. That's a hell of a good deal for a hotel. So am I likely to stay there? Yes. You don't have to give me any amenities at $49.99. I probably would still stay there if I was in the area not going to Six Flags, but I probably wouldn't stay at Six Flags Park. Imagine this, in-park spending of $50 for a $49.99 hotel. Multi-station buffet. I don't really need that, but at the hotel price, I'm like, yeah, whatever. This sounds good. Skip the line passes on all major rides for $49. You can't even buy Flash Pass for that. So very likely to stay there for that, too. I'm assuming they had different price points, different surveys, and all of this kind of stuff. But there's the hotel. They're thinking about putting this in Atlanta, too. According to the survey now, I'm sure pretty much every Six Flags idea gave this. But am I likely to go to Atlanta for $49? Very likely. Continental light breakfast for $49 sounds good to me. A full station buffet, $49, same thing. Like, it doesn't really matter, it's $49. That's a cheap hotel. Fantastic value there for Six Flags. You can't even buy a day ticket for that, so very nice. Do I have any more comments about Six Flags Over Georgia Hotel in Atlanta? You could probably charge more. That's sort of how I feel about that. So anyways, thanks for checking out this survey. Pretty cool concept art there from a hotel. I like to see it happen. I would probably stay there, especially if we get some like nighttime ERT or pass holder benefits and all of that kind of stuff. So anyways, check out this video, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see ya on the Midway.